What does it take to build not just one, but multiple billion-dollar companies across completely different industries? Electric cars, space exploration, artificial intelligence. This is the story of a man who risked everything, not once, but repeatedly. A man who went from being nearly bankrupt to becoming one of the richest individuals in history. But here's the real question. What principles allowed him to do it? Because if you understand those, you might start to see wealth very differently. Elon Musk wasn't born into Silicon Valley power. He grew up in Pretoria, far from the epicenter of global innovation. But even as a child, he showed signs of something unusual. He taught himself programming and sold his first video game at just 12 years old. Years later, after moving to North America, he co-founded companies that would eventually become PayPal, Tesla, SpaceX. But behind the headlines was a pattern, a set of principles that most people overlook. And the first one is where everything begins.
Rule 1. Think from first principles. Most people think by analogy. They follow what already exists. But Elon Musk? He breaks things down to their fundamental truths. When he started SpaceX, people told him rockets were too expensive, impossible to compete. But instead of accepting that, he asked, what are rockets made of? Aluminum, titanium, carbon fiber, raw materials that cost a fraction of the final price. So he rebuilt the process from scratch. And today, SpaceX launches rockets at a fraction of the cost. But here's what most people miss. Thinking differently is not enough. You must be willing to act on it. And that leads to the next principle. Flame, take extreme risks. In 2008, Elon Musk was on the edge of collapse. Both Tesla and SpaceX were failing. He had just one choice: save one company or risk both. He chose both. He invested his last remaining money, splitting it between Tesla and SpaceX. If either failed, he would lose everything. Most people would have played it safe, but Musk understood something critical. Big rewards require uncomfortable risks. And against all odds, both companies survived. But survival is not the same as dominance. To dominate, you need something more.
Rule 3. Obsess over product. Elon Musk is not just a CEO. He is deeply involved in engineering. At Tesla, he pushed for cars that weren't just electric, but desirable, fast, beautiful, innovative. At SpaceX, he demanded reusable rockets, something many experts said would never work. And after multiple failures, explosions, delays, it finally did. Because while others focused on profits, he focused on building something exceptional. But even that isn't enough, because no matter how great your product is, you still need the energy to sustain the journey. Rule 4. Work with extreme intensity. There are countless stories of Elon Musk working 80 to 100 hours per week, sleeping on factory floors, solving problems in real time. During Tesla's production crisis, he didn't delegate. He stayed, day and night, until the problem was solved. This level of intensity is rare, but it creates something powerful: speed. While others move slowly, he compresses time. And in business, speed is often the difference between winning and losing. But even speed and hard work can fail if you're not aiming at the right target.
Rule 5. Build for the future. Elon Musk doesn't just build companies. He builds for the future. Tesla, sustainable energy. SpaceX, multi-planetary life. These aren't small ideas, they're missions. And that's what attracts top talent, investors, global attention. Because people don't just follow products, they follow vision. And that vision is what transforms companies into empires.
So what can you learn from Elon Musk? Not just inspiration, but actionable principles. Think from first principles. Take calculated risks. Obsess over product quality. Work with intensity. Build for the future. These are not easy, but they are powerful, because wealth is not created by chance. It's created by decisions, repeated over time. If you want to build wealth, don't just admire success, study it, apply it, and most importantly, start. Because the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not knowledge, it's action. Subscribe for more deep documentaries on money, success, and wealth. And remember, the next decision you make might change everything.